We are back yet again as we were taking a look at our scouting. Decreasing Barrett Williams, the quarterback, his scouting points, and a couple of wide receivers that we have. Because we felt that we weren't going to really get Nick Webb, so we held back a little bit on him. We do get the center. We're going after some tackles and guards. Really, I mean, outside linebacker here we're going after, and we have a lead on. This middle linebacker is a huge commit who we definitely need, and may I mention this is a humongous week, and you'll see why. I mean, there are tons and tons of prospects attending to our game this weekend against the Virginia Tech Hokies. So, and here you see the athletes that we're still pursuing. We see Andre Miller down there. See if we can maybe get the 5-star. This guy, the JUCO, I was thinking maybe, but he's not really a pipeline state, so it's going to be much harder. Here we take a look at Virginia Tech. Very good team. Great quarterback. They were originally ranked this year at one point. I think when we scheduled this, they were a top 25 team, but since have fallen off. They have a solid defense, but really they're really led by their quarterback, and he's going to have to be their biggest piece if they're going to want to beat us, as they're only 5-3 this year. Compared to our great record that we have, sensational what we've been able to do this year. And I mean, Virginia Tech, they're no joke though. I mean, every week is a challenge. No week is going to be extremely easy where it's a guaranteed win. No week's guaranteed. So Virginia Tech, and it's just not even just about winning this game. It's about the pressure to get some commits. The better you play while you have your commits attending the game, I mean, the better that's going to look for them, and they're going to be feeling more persuaded to come to your college. So some recruits that we could get are really going to be persuaded by this game, so we really going to have to show up. And not only just for that, but for a chance even at playing in the national championship. I mean, we're pretty much going to have to go perfect and hope and pray for the 9 teams in front of us just to not just choke the season, pretty much. So, yeah. We're taking a look early on, first quarter. Little screen pass right there. We stop them, and they're going to have to punt it. And we get the ball back first quarter early on. I mean, trying to get something going. A little pass from Anthony Brown. And one of the challenges this week was 250 passing yards. So that alone really persuaded the offense to just start moving the ball more often. Here is a freaking dime by Anthony Brown, and a great reception right there for the first down. He's been improving a lot, we could say, this year. And here another that one should have been intercepted. As we speak of him, he throws a not-so-great pass. We also had a goal of getting a kick that was, I think, 30-something yards. And here we go for it, and we miss. So that would have helped our kicking recruit, or our kicker that we're recruiting. But no, we don't convert there. But here's their QB using the option, getting a big gain. It's a typical ACC style. It seems like an option run with their QB. I mean, that's how it usually goes. Here's another great pass, finding the open guy, and they're within our red zone, almost first and goal early on in this game. And I'm not trying to joke it, but they take a 7-0 lead early on. Josh Jackson, the focal point of this offense. But we come down the field, and we're going to get a nice throw from Anthony Brown and set ourselves up for a big drive right here and try to tie it. We're have the ball. Great throw from Anthony Brown. He's just been, I guess he's just gotten better as he's went on this year. Only a sophomore starting at this level and this tough of a conference. I mean, by no means is he a 5-star commit as well. There was a tough throw to make, and we're going to have to satisfy for just a field goal, and this time our kicker does hit it. But yeah, a tough conference to be in. I mean, unless you're Trevor Lawrence or Deshaun Watson. Only few could really step into any conference as a freshman, but especially a power one like the ACC, SEC, Big Ten, whatever you want to call it. I mean, those are the big ones like that. And here we're just going for it all with Anthony Brown, and we connect. That is a dime. Showing what he's capable of. I mean, with plays like that, I don't even know if we should go after the athlete we were interested in at quarterback, or Barrett Williams even, if we can land him. I mean, with plays like that, he shows his potential and his arm. I mean, I don't know if we let go of him and move on from him. I mean, my plan is if we do get those commits, and here we're going for it all, and probably should have been intercepted. Couple forced throws, to say the least, but that's not his fault. That's more so offensive coordinator forcing the ball and trying to get it to certain areas is just not possible. But I mean, I think next year the plan, we're gonna have to play it play by play. As they're just going for the touchdown. I mean, take the lead. Not ideal going into half as he sets a record. But Anthony Brown, I'm hoping, can be our starter next year. I think he has the experience, and our offense, as it is right now, we're going to lose some wide receivers, our tight end Tommy Sweeney, but it's pretty much going to be the same. Fill some spots in the O-line, but I think we leave our big piece at quarterback right where it is, and maybe develop a redshirt our athletes or quarterback who becomes an athlete. I don't know. There we scramble a little and wait for him to go off field. A big-time play right there as we're down to 30 seconds in the half, trying to get a touchdown, I mean, or at least a field goal. Get some points on the board, make this game a little bit closer. Here we go, 1st and goal, and tough pass right there. 4th and 10, or 4th and goal rather. Sorry, and we just decided, you know what, we'll take our points, make it a 1-point game, get our points where we can. It's a little risky going for a touchdown there. Now it's only a field goal away, us taking the lead. So, and we also started off with the ball, which is good. And you know, I really haven't showed A.J. Dillon a whole lot this game, but yeah, he did get a couple big rushes. We did use him, as we usually do, as a like a 5-yard, 6-yard runner. Don't expect big plays from him. Just get us up the field, grind with him, and here we're doing it. I mean, just ground and pound. Figure Virginia Tech will be tired by the 4th quarter with this strategy. And here, I mean, he is our goal line option. I mean, no one else I'd rather give the ball to than him. So 19-14, we go for 2 and don't convert. So it's only a 5-point game. Their ball, and I mean, yeah, I've stated multiple times how big of a game this is, and it's getting a little close for a team that I didn't think would be this good. I respect every team we come in and play, but they're playing a really solid game, and here is a beastly run by Tommy Sweeney. We'll be sad to see him go next year, especially with plays like that and just being their check down option. Here we're throwing a fade up to him, and he's going to get us down to probably the 3-yard line. As we see, we reached a pass for 250 yards mark. Big milestone for our recruits, and A.J. Dillon ends up pounding it in, and we take the lead now. 24-14. It's a big, or 26, sorry. And there is a sack, and we make it. Well, they're going to make it 26-17 with this good field goal. So we're only up 9 points in the 4th quarter. If we get another touchdown, great. But our goal here is to run down the clock if possible and give them the ball with, try to get some points, but also kill as much clock as we can. And there's a great throw and a great run by our receiver, or rather Tommy Sweeney, our tight end. And we do set ourselves up for a touchdown. A.J. Dillon pounds it in yet again, just as if you weren't used to seeing that every single video. We do go for 2 here, and we do in fact get it. So now we do have a very large lead, or at least a 2-score lead. More than 2 scores, 3 scores. Sorry, it's been rough today. Trying to get something going there. Defense does step up. Fourth down. They need a touchdown here if they want to have a chance. Josh Jackson goes to the end zone. We get lost in our coverage there, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point game. I mean, never know. They go for the onside kick though, and we do recover it. So it was not the end of the world after all. 2 minutes left. Figure, let's just throw the ball. And yeah, I'm sure Anthony Brown would like to have that one back, and a couple other throws they made that were not as accurate as he would have liked, and that one he had to pay for, and his QB rating had to pay for as well. So 2 minutes left. Virginia Tech. This game is pretty much over. I hope I'm right. So a very great performance all around. You'll see his stats in a little bit. I feel like this was our first game where we really didn't just, use Sweeney or, our small passes as check down marks for Anthony Brown as our only way of offense. We really we did everything possible. We ran the ball, we threw the ball, we did everything, I'd say, well enough this game that I feel like if we played a better team, they probably would have intercepted us more often than not, or than they did in this game, Virginia Tech. But I mean, I'm satisfied with how Anthony Brown threw the ball, how he took a couple chances that did pay off, and how our defense, they didn't play great, but they got the job done. I mean, it's no easy play against an option defense or option offense, and they did a solid job. Next week we will be taking on New Mexico State, and here's some big news. We get our commits, and we do get that left tackle, and a couple other guys, and we got a ton more points, which is going to help in the recruiting battles. But that's it for this episode. I'll see you guys when we play New Mexico State.